to Pause the Music Podcast, a podcast by music fans for music fans. We talk new music, old music, and everything in between. The albums we love, the songs we argue about, and the moments that made us fans. With Jeff, Matt, and Timmy Rotter. Now sit back, relax, and pause the music.
Oh, welcome back to Pause the Music, a podcast by music fans for music fans. We are your hosts, Matt, Jeff, and Timmy Rotter, a father and son's music-loving trio. And today is episode 100. Woo! we made it 100 episodes in what, 6 years? So it's like,
where's all your sound effects again?
Oh, the fact that we all just synchronized a woo without even talking about it before.
Now that would have been better.
We have made 100 episodes. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Standing ovation. Thank you. Thank you. 100 episodes in. Yeah, this is technically our 4th season, I think, that we have. So it's really happy to be here. And
we won 0 awards.
That's because we have barely any fans.
That's all right.
You know, if you're out there voting for Podcasters of the Year, throw our name in the hat. It will be thrown in the garbage, but throw our name out.
I was going to say,
wow.
It will not matter.
We are the opposite of
Podcast of the year.
Podcasters of the Year. Oh, yeah. And our recording schedule is atrocious. But that is also due to me being in Europe for 2 weeks in a row.
Moving back.
Yeah, and then getting back. And then all of us trying to figure out our big episode 100 lists. We're going back to our first episode where Jeff and I actually originally started this podcast off without Timmy because he was a loser and 13 at the time.
Yeah, young. I was young.
I guess 6 years ago.
Listening to Skrillex.
How old were you 6 years ago? 2020.
15.
Yeah. Like, that's not a Timmy I want to have conversations about all music with. So you've kind of matured, come into your own music realm, and now we can have these conversations.
I did a lot better.
You did. I think your list is great. So we're doing our top 10 albums of all time. So we started out our first episodes, 2 episodes. Jeff and I did 10 to 5 or 10 to 6, and then 5 to 1. But this one, we're only talking about our top 5 each because there's 3 of us. But we are going to give out a little bit of shout outs to our 10 through 6. Real quick. My old list, I had a couple different ones than this one, so it's kind of fun.
That old list had a little whack to it.
Oh, dude, my old list, I thought I was being, like, unique and different, and I think this new list is just me to a T. So, at number 10, I have Mom Jeans, Best Buds. I talk about Midwest emo like crazy. I'm going to try and convince Timmy to go to Mom Jeans when they're in Minneapolis in a couple of weeks. So, Timmy, Mom Jeans, Minneapolis.
Oh boy.
I mean, come on, it's a Midwest emo show. It'll be fun. It'll be standing room only. We'll have fun. Anyways, Mom Jeans, Best Buds. I love that album to a T. That's an album I listen to once a month at least, if not more. And what's crazy is all of these albums to me are 10 out of 10s. I don't think that there is a singular album on this list that does not hit that 10 out of 10 number for me. I will die on these heels. Mom Jeans is amazing. I stand on it.
You want me to go next, Dad?
Sure, go ahead.
I will also say the same thing as Matt. My whole list, I give 10 out of 10s to all these.
Yep.
My number 10 is the classic New York rap of Illmatic by Nas. I mean, you can't get more classic than it.
Great album. That was an honorable mention for me.
The New York sound is because of Nas. Like, Illmatic shaped so much of boom bap in the New York area. And that's what Griselda is today, is what Nas created pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think this album is incredible front to back, no skips.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I could probably say that on my number 10 as well. Going with Foo Fighters, Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace.
Which I am surprised that it's only at number 10 for you. I know you're a huge Foo Fighters
there's
fan.
A lot of albums that I like better
That's
than
fair.
About that. So,
yeah.
Because I don't remember if I put them in a top 10 the first episode, because I don't save my notes like you
See,
do. So
I didn't save my notes. I went back and listened and skipped through the whole podcast to figure out
kidding.
what my 10 to 1 was.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. That's why some of them
wow.
didn't have the actual album name, because I was like, oh, I know this is the one I was talking about. And so I was like skipping
God.
through it, and it took me probably 30 minutes to try and figure out the whole top 10 for no reason.
God.
I don't know why I did it, but I was like, I'm curious what I did.
I guess I could have done that. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So at my number 9 spot here is the Bon Iver self-titled album. Now this was at 7 earlier on my old list, but now it is at 9. Got jumped by a couple. But like this was one of the funniest bits that we had in our podcast for the longest time, where Dad didn't know how to pronounce Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
But like Bon Iver
Iver.
is like a game changer when it comes to that indie folk, that like almost angelic sound. Bon Iver was the start to it. It was just a dude who just went up to a cabin in Wisconsin and was like, I just need to make a cool album.
What's Bon Iver's big song?
Skinny Love.
No, not that one. That's not the one I'm thinking of.
Oh,
No.
the one with Taylor Swift?
No, not Taylor Swift. No.
Are we videotaping, by the way?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay.
What? Oh, video. I was like, what do you mean? I'm thinking Restacks.
Oh, yep, that's another big one. Yeah.
Is that off self-titled?
Yes, it is. Oh, no, that's For Emma Forever Ago. So he has 2 of them that are pretty big.
Oh, okay.
But I like Bon Iver's self-titled, which has like Perth, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Hollow Scene,
Yeah, see that we had
Towers,
to keep this to one album per artist for our top 10.
That is
Yeah,
true.
that's the part that
See
sucked.
that?
That
See,
knocked
there
out
we
two
go.
of
See,
mine.
Yep, there's also because I would have a couple, of my number 1 album in this list as well.
Me too.
So it's
That's
tough.
all I did.
clarify. Just to clarify, why we may not have.
We'll talk about
Most.
it after.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Timmy, what is your number 9 album?
My number 9. I talk about this album far too often, actually. It is In Between Dreams by Jack Johnson.
And banger.
It is front to back. You cannot be mad listening to it. Like it is just such a happy sounding album. And like, yes, the album sounds the same front and back, but the front and back, it's so upbeat. You can't be mad about it. Like, I feel like it's such an album you can't dislike.
It is. It's just a fun time throughout.
So fun. So that's my number 9. I really thought I can't not include it.
Fair enough.
Okay, my number 9 is the band that is currently out on tour. They just opened up their massive world tour here in LA on Sunday. This is, of course, the band Rush, and this is Moving Pictures.
Which you're going to
Number
see
9.
in
July
in Chicago.
16th.
Going
Yeah,
all the way
baby.
to Chicago to see Rush, which, to be fair,
Damn right.
worth it. We've both
Absolutely.
seen Rush.
Are you
that was
driving or flying?
We're
driving.
driving.
It's a 6-hour drive.
But we're going to stay down in Chicago
6
for a
hours
couple
is still
nights. So
tough.
6 hours is nothing, Timmy. You just bought
We'll
an
stay
RV.
down there for
You're
a couple
going to do
nights.
6-hour drives.
Well, I'm gonna do
Anyway.
almost a
Rush,
28 hours.
I've already seen the set list that they put out for the first night. If they play that, it's going to be freaking amazing. They're almost playing the entire first side of 2112 in its
Okay.
entirety. It's going to be awesome.
I was very
I
lucky
do
for
remember
Rush to be my first concert of all time.
Yeah, it was. And Mom
pretty
won us
dope.
tickets, so we have to give Mom a shout
Yeah.
out because she
Shout out.
won us tickets. We got to go see Rush for free.
And
Was
I
that
think,
off a like call-in thing?
yeah, she called in and was the right number.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Well, and here's the funny thing too is I'm pretty sure Mom didn't want to go anyways, and I was like, "Well, I'll go," and she's like, "Cool, here you go, go."
Yeah.
So yeah, first concert I was 12 at that time when I got to go see Rush. So
And you got to
That's
see Rush.
dope.
crazy to say.
I
You know,
honestly don't know if I knew that story.
yeah. Yep, you were 7, so I get that.
For how often do we talk about music though?
Yeah, Rush being my first concert when I was 12 is crazy cool.
That is funny. Sorry.
All right, my number 8. I think that this is maybe the best modern album that we've had, and probably from my list, I think the only one from the 2020s at least. And this is Denzel Curry's "Melt My Eyes, See Your Future." So
I was so surprised by this.
I listen to this album nonstop. I think that there is such a good flow to it. And the crazy thing is this is something that wasn't in my old list because it didn't exist yet. When we were recording in 2020, this album was not out. So this couldn't be in my top 10. So now it's something that's broken in there. And it's just something I'll listen to over and over and over again. I think there's just so many catchy songs on there. I have the Denzel Curry Melt My Eyes, See Your Future thing for Counter-Strike. So whenever I'm like MVP or whenever I'm playing the game, it'll play Denzel Curry music. So it's just amazing.
Did you know I went to the Melt My Eyes to See Your Future tour concert?
I did not. I'm jealous.
Yeah, I went and saw Denzel live.
That would be sick.
It was, I think, Denzel and AG Club.
AG Club is sick. I like the song
AG
Memphis.
Club was so fire. Memphis was so fire.
Memphis is a good song from AG Club.
They started it off, they're like, now, we're in Minnesota.
But this song bangs.
He's like, a lot of you guys are white.
True.
Yeah, it was just funny.
Yeah.
But Denzel Curry, amazing. But I was surprised to see that, honestly.
I think he's the best modern.
10 out of 10 album.
I think he's the best modern rapper.
See, I think I still have the Forever Story the slightest bit above Melt
That's
My Eyes to
fair.
See
I
Your
can
Future.
see that. I can see that. And I'm not. I'm a JID fan,
Both are
but I'm
tens.
not.
Both
I'm
are
not like
tens.
that top level JID fan like you are. I think Denzel's got that edge in my book. So I can
enough.
see it. What do you got at number 8
right.
over there?
Number 8, also a all-time rap album. It is Enter the Wu-Tang from Wu-Tang Clan. I mean,
36
Wu-Tang,
Chambers, baby.
36 Chambers. It is one of the best rap groups of all time, if not the best rap group of all time. Creating a classic album that I feel like you can go back and listen to any of them, and it still hits to this day just as hard as it was hitting at that time.
Well, and I mean, and you'd have so many individual artists come out of Wu-Tang as well.
Oh my God.
To do solo projects like Jizza and RZA doing their own stuff.
Liquid Swords being one of the most incredible rap albums of all time too.
Like, and you just see these guys having fun. Like that's Ghostface Killah just is Killah. Just
They
having
just
a blast.
bounce it off each other.
And like Cream is an iconic song. Like that might be
Yep.
one of the most recognizable rap songs.
Cash rules
Everything around.
and then everyone just knows it right away.
It's like, oh yeah, here's Wu-Tang. But like it's just their flow is fun.
It's classic Wu-Tang, and it's that sound that you need from them.
Yep.
Your turn.
Interesting. Okay. I'm up. Hello.
Hello.
Number 8, I have Purple Rain from the Almighty Prince.
Makes sense.
I will piggyback on that because that is my number 7.
There we go. See? Good lead in, right?
Yeah, and being Minnesotan, I feel like that just helps a little bit too. But Prince is just an all-time great, maybe the best guitarist of all time. Like it's just insane to watch that man play guitar, sing, be artistically awesome. Like he just had such an art bone in his every single bone in his body was artistic. Like he just had such a way with art, and that was the cool thing about him.
For sure.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of expected from you guys.
Yeah, I mean Prince is awesome.
My number 7 that will be later mentioned is Discovery from Daft Punk.
Oh, okay. I got you. You just got to get part of it away. So there you go.
Just a little
hint.
teaser.
I think this is Daft Punk being Daft Punk. Like this is they're great. This is like that. It's that EDM-ish like pop. I don't like. What would you even call them?
They're electronic.
Electronic. Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Vegas
just.
just tied it.
Oh, cool.
3-3.
This is a great album. Yeah, I have this at my number 7.
Yep.
My number 7, Great White, Once Bitten. One of my 2 favorite back-to-back albums. Once Bitten, Twice Shy, but I can only go with one, so Once Bitten it is.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
My number 6 now, right before we're starting to get into our top 10. This is, or our top 5 is Fleetwood Mac's Rumors. Now, this is just, I mean, something, again, we'll talk about later, but you can't go wrong with this album. I think this is just one of the craziest setups for an album to be made ever, where everybody's basically cheating on everybody in the group, and there's just so much drama. and yet they produced this masterpiece. Like, this is, one of those albums that are timeless. If somebody released it today, probably still does the same well. Like, it's something that is effortlessly timeless.
Can't agree more.
I'm a huge fan of Christine McVie's vocals. So CV's got great vocals, but I think Christine McVie just, for me, is the one that I like to listen to out of that group. So
fair enough.
Just a shout out to that.
My number 6. Are we on 6, right?
Yes, sir.
Just want to check to make sure. I feel like this one's pretty expected. This is Abbey Road from the Beatles. Again, it's really like exactly their basically best hits of all time into an album, and it's the Beatles.
Yep. You can't go wrong with the Beatles.
Doesn't hurt.
Nope. Number 6 for me, which was really hard not to put them in my top 5. I'm pretty sure I had them in my top 5 the last time we did this, which is Big Head Todd and the Monsters, Sister Sweetly. Just a great album, start to finish. Hard to get into the top 5, but made it number 6.
Fair enough. You had an album. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't the Thompson Twins. You had another album in your top 10. Where it was
it might have been
the
Toad
small
the Wet Sprocket.
No, it was a small band that had like no listeners that the neighborhood guys loved, like you and Dave DeYoung loved. It's two guys, David and David. Welcome to Boomtown.
Welcome
you had
to Boomtown,
Welcome to
right.
Boomtown on there, and your number 10 was Cat Stevens.
Wow,
Yusef, Cat Stevens.
Yep, Tifa the Tillerman.
Yep, those are the two that I remember when I was listening back to it. I was like, yeah, those are both great albums. I love them both, and I've since coming on this podcast, I listen to them
But
both.
the problem is my top 10 list, depending on the time of year, and
it changes so much.
It was
all the
hard
time
to come up with this again, and to say, okay, which ones am I going to go with this time that I like? And I'm like, I don't know. I started picking random albums, or I started listening to random songs on my playlist. Oh yeah, I like that album. Oh, that's a great album. Oh yeah, I'll put that on my top albums list. And then I was doing it that way, and then had to come up with a top 10 somehow, and there it is.
Yeah, I went by and listened to what albums I listened to the most. What albums? There's a stat on one of like the Spotify plugin websites that you can find where it'll tell you what albums and songs you've listened to the most.
You can do albums?
Yeah, you can do albums. And so I was able to do that.
Wow.
Oh, I couldn't remember. I just Googled it and it pulled up.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So there's a bunch of albums that I've listened to. Like, shout out Logic, shout out Mac Miller. Neither of them made my list, but I will talk about both of them like crazy. But yeah, we'll save those for the shout outs. But while Timmy's Googling that, why don't I jump into my number 5 album? I don't know why I did it like that. I need one of those like intros, like that'll come in and it'll be like number 5, and then it's like
Right.
Burger King foot. Okay, sorry.
Wow.
Number 15.
Number 15. But my number 5 is Daft Punk's Discovery. Now, Timmy just touched about this, but I originally had Porter Robinson's album on here before, and that was tough to switch out because I am a huge Porter Robinson fan, and the album being Worlds back in 2014, amazing. Nature, Nurture are also great albums. But like looking at it, I don't know how he didn't put in Daft Punk's Discovery last time, because they are like the forefathers of current day electronic music. Discovery is such hits after hits after hits, and you're just crazy to realize what songs are on Discovery that were like from this album. You're like, oh, okay, One More Time, a huge hit.
Yeah, that's Daft Punk being like literal classic.
Exactly. And then you have Digital Love, banger. Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, crazy massive. Something About Us is also massive. Voyager. Veritas Quo is massive. Face to Face, massive. All of those songs in it had over 100 million plays, and this album came out in 2001, before Spotify was even a thing. So people have gone back and listened to those albums and listened to those songs just to show how timeless this album is. But like, you could go back and listen to this album and have a blast from cover to cover, just because of how simple but fun it is, how it changes up from song to song, and yet you can still just fall in love with this album over and over and over again. It's exquisite. It's always a 10 out of 10 for me, and I love Daft Punk for this. Like, this is they are like the forefathers of electronic music. They are up there. They're on the Mount Rushmore of electronic, I believe.
The only thing I had with this one is, and I don't want to say it sounds dated, but it sounds dated.
Oh, it does
Like,
a little bit.
I mean,
It is.
A
And it's
little.
like, I mean, I
it's
get
just
it.
electronic is
you know,
kind of dated already.
So I'm just saying it
Yeah.
was kind of weird. It was like, okay, I'm back in my 20 years ago, and I'm in the club, just dancing around or whatever. But whatever I didn't do that. But anyway,
Yeah, you were in the club when we were children.
yeah, we were not. I was not.
I was 2
But
years
it-
old. You're in the club. Let's get it.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, right. Anyway.
No, just kidding.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was like,
Yeah.
it
That
was
just
just
felt
weird.
like the Outdoor Boys, where he's like, "That's why they call me Fire Pants." Nobody calls me that.
That's why they call me Hot Nips. No.
Oh, Hot Nips. Is that
Well,
what it is?
he does like Fire Pants too.
I mean,
Oh,
it was
okay.
good.
Was it
I mean,
like-
I recognized some of the songs, so it was kind of fun. And,
Like, I feel like you can know half of them if you know.
I
Daft
did.
Punk
I mean,
songs.
it was fun to listen to. It's like, but the problem is, I don't think I'd pick something like that up ever. Not even if it was
Really?
I
Even
don't-
if you owned it on vinyl?
I don't. Well, do I? I don't.
Do you?
Do I? No, I don't think so. I might. I have no idea.
Might have to be your next find.
Oh, I don't want it. Do I want it? I'm
It's
not
just
sure.
iconic. I think that's the thing. Is it is
Okay,
iconic.
maybe that's the reason I have to have it, because it is iconic, and I get it. And there's a lot of songs on there that were very iconic and had been used in multiple things of videos online and or commercials and or
remixes.
whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's
Kanye
not like
West.
so. Yeah, for that
Shocker.
album, I get it, but it would never be, not even probably top 100 for me either. So
That's fair because it's not your genre, so I
No,
understand
no,
that.
So that's
I know.
fair. That's fair. That's
That-
fair.
Yep, I get that.
It's in the discussion in the 3 digits.
That is
maybe.
true. It's a top 1,000 albums of all time. You don't think it's in that
Well,
list
yeah.
somewhere?
No, I said 3 digits, so it's somewhere in the hundreds.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying in the 3 digits, like 101 to
no,
999.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. I can go next with my fit number 5. I have Pet Sounds from the Beach Boys.
We need to have a discussion about this one, sir.
Me too.
Why?
What? I mean, okay, yes, it is quintessential 60s sound.
It is such a fun sound. Again, kind of similar to Jack Johnson. I feel like you can't hate it.
I think this is maybe the most
I don't
overrated
know.
album of all
I
time.
don't-
Really?
I would agree with Matt. I'm actually on board with Matt on this one.
I
really
don't
think it is very
care.
overrated. Yeah, it's good. It's not like, wow, I gotta listen to that again.
I have this at
No.
a 6. Like I don't. Speaking of
I mean, fair
dated,
enough.
Rate them? Oh, we're rating them.
well, I mean,
It's dated. It's dated. It's very dated.
it's very dated, and it's not like it's
Well-
it's decent,
But
but
for
like
you, to me, to have this in your top 5, shocked the hell out of me.
well, okay. My other thing too is there's multiple songs on here that don't even have 10 million plays. So
Okay,
this
but
is
it was
the
also
best
made in
albums of all time.
66.
Okay, yeah, but if it is one of the best albums of all time, look at both of our number ones here. Look at Dad's number 1. You look at those albums. Do they have a
well-
song that's under 10 million plays?
Yeah, all my other ones are like that too. So
I know, but I think this album is it's the thought of it is cool, but the actual listening to it, nobody does.
I like it.
That's like saying, "Oh, John Coltrane, I listen to him once a blue moon, but he's got some great jazz." Like I don't like. I don't
I can see the
understand the
argument.
love.
I can
I
see
mean,
the argument.
I mean, I applaud you for putting that album on your top 5, because there was no way in hell I would have thought I would be listening to a Beach Boys album, let alone coming from you, than Matt. I mean, come
I'm
on.
not a huge Beach
I'm-
Boys guy, so
But I know, but you know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
like
that would
I
be an
was
album that I
like-
would pick, though.
Yeah,
that was beyond left field. It was like in the freaking parking lot.
Yeah, looking at the rest of
surprise.
Timmy's list, kind of funny.
yeah.
It is.
It's really a switch up all
Oh
around.
my gosh, is it ever?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So, it's my number 5 now.
You're number
Yeah.
5.
Well, I became a huge fan of this band in 19 1988 concert when they were in as the second group of 5 that came to play Monsters of Rock. 1988 was the first time I fell in love with Metallica. They had a band with Dokken, Metallica, Kingdom Come, Scorpions, and Van Halen for an all-day event in July of 88, I believe.
That's sick.
So, and I was there, and I had heard of Metallica, and I thought they were too heavy. But when I heard them live, I became a fan. So, not too much longer after that was And Justice for All, and I think they were actually on tour playing some of the And Justice for All songs when they were here. And they, of course, played stuff off of Master of Puppets and Kill 'Em All and Ride the Lightning. But
yeah,
when this album came out, And Justice for All, I thought, oh my God. I mean, this is right where they got from. We're a messy, heavy garage band kind of throwing metal at you. Now we're kind of a little bit refined. We're a little bit more mature. And then you got this. And I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. And of course, I can't take away the Black Album either, but you have to pick one or the other. And I went with And Justice just because it's just huge, huge songs on that album.
Now, I have this as an honorable mention. I was so close to putting Metallica on there. I was going between them because I think that this is the best metal album of all time. I think that there's
could have a good argument for it.
You very well could, because there is so much catchiness on this album. One is fantastic for being 7.5 minutes of a song. It keeps you hooked the whole time. Like, you're looking at some of the best songs: Blackened, and Justice for All, Eye of the Beholder, Harvester of Sorrow. You're looking at some of these massive songs. And every single one, you're like, oh, yeah, I've heard that before. Oh, yeah, I've heard that one before. And you just don't realize it. Like, because of how massive of a radio success and just a regular success this album was. Now, before I went back and listened to it this week, I was curious before. So I looked if I saved any of the songs. I have this whole album saved. And that's from previous times. Previous listens before even re-listening this week. So,
that's
like,
funny.
This is an album that I think is 10 out of 10. I think this is a perfect album. No hate at all for putting this on there, because I think it deserves to be in a spot. It's probably in my top 20. So, mad respect for this one.
I'm not a Metallica person. This is a little from me, but I would say that I think I heard every single song and recognized every single song, knowing how big this album is for like the metal side of music. I would say it is one of the better metal albums of all time. It's just not in my personal all time, just because I'm not a metal person.
Right.
But I would just like to say, my first listen again was at 8 a.m. at work. I'm just sitting there like,
that is a brutal first listen.
Shadowing someone, and I'm just sitting behind it, and I'm just, Jesus.
Hey, before we get too much further, I think we give a shout out to Mr. Alex DeYoung. Happy birthday, Alex.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday.
Where did that come from?
I said I was going to do it. Tell me I was going to do it later today.
You did call it.
I did text him earlier to wish him happy birthday. So
I was talking to him today, and I was going. He was like asking if he wanted to come play golf with me. And I was like, oh, what are you doing for your birthday? Oh, I'm going out to dinner. I go, oh, where are you going? Old Chicago? You going to the Root Beer Club?
And what was this? Did he respond to that?
Yeah, he goes, oh yeah, I'm gonna go bring my punch card to get my 10th free root beer from around the world.
There you go.
Because like I don't know how, but that just like shot into my head where we used to go to Old Chicago with the DeYoungs all the time.
All the time.
And we had a root beer of the month club. Or I don't know if it was of the month, but you just get 9 root beers and your 10th one was free. And
whatever, you had to try all the root beers they had or whatever.
And it came in glass bottles, so you felt like you were fancy at like 6 years old.
I don't think I ever came with to this.
You were too young. If you did, you were a baby.
You weren't getting the root beer, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you were not getting the root beer, that's for dang sure.
You're probably getting the chocolate milk is what you're getting.
Yeah.
But yeah, Old Chicago. Shout out Old Chicago. I don't know if anything's open anymore. I don't know if I think they've all closed down.
I
Anyways,
think that might be
all right.
one.
my
Anyway,
number
your
4. So this
Ooh.
is an album that I had on my list last time, but it was actually at my number 5 last time. So this jumped up a spot for me, but I think it's just the iconicness of it, the replayability of it, and just my love of punk music shining through. This is the Clash's London Calling. And now we had a debate last time between Combat Rock and London Calling, which one was better. I think it's close. I think it's neck and neck. I think that the Clash's those two albums are fantastic, but I tend to come back to London Calling over and over just because of just the way that the music is played. I think they're artistically a little bit more rounded than they were in Combat Rock. But also,
Yeah, I don't know. I
think
don't know
there's
which
just-
one's better. It's hard.
I think there's just also more of like a rawness, like a full on like put your heart and soul
Which
into
one
an album.
came first? Which one was first?
London Calling came first. 79
And
for
then-
London Calling. Combat Rock was 82.
Oh wow, there was that big of a difference. I would have thought it was the other way based on.
Based on the sound, I thought so too
Yeah.
for the longest time because this feels polished,
Right.
but yet there's a they know what they were making. I think is
Right,
the best
exactly.
way to put
But
it.
I think, like I said, because it's right that 79 is that disco era, and maybe they were trying to just take an edge just off a little bit,
Yep.
just to see if they could get anybody to come and follow them. I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning, because I mean, when you play Combat Rock, I mean, it's a night and day difference. It's almost two different sounding bands.
It is. It's kind of insane. And like I
Would
think
just like to say multiple songs under 10 million. Multiple
That is
songs
true.
under 10
true, but it's not praised as like the top
I
album
know,
of all
I know,
time
I know,
because
I know.
Pet Sounds is always praised like that. And I don't understand that.
Keep going.
But yeah, like I think that London Calling is not as big of a radio play. I think that Combat Rock became their radio album, where
Probably.
London Calling
Yep.
became like a punk anthem more. Because like
Probably.
Rock the Casbah is a classic radio song. Should I
Well,
stay or should I go is a
let's put it
classic
this
radio
way.
song.
When I'm out looking at vinyl, I can always find Combat Rock, but I can't find London Calling.
That's because
And
London Calling's better.
There should be in the 70s, should be everywhere.
I think London Calling's better, and I think
So
it's
I
just
can't. It's never available for sale
yeah.
in the used areas.
Yep.
So-
So shout out the Clash, London Calling. That's
Yep.
yeah. Number 4 for me. Timmy, you got any say on it other than
I my one issue.
10 million plays.
Hour and 5 minutes, and it is 19 songs.
it is? It's a longer album.
It kind of meshed together for me a little bit.
That's fair.
But
I
this
get
was
that.
also at 9 a.m. after Metallica.
Going from Metallica to this early morning is
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little tough. But
Yeah.
we fought through it. But I can go to my number 4.
Heck yeah.
This is In Rainbows by Radiohead. I love Radiohead. I think they have multiple incredible albums. And this was a hard pick for me because OK Computer is an incredible album, and then they have another one that were
Pablo
all in my
Honey,
honorable
the
mentions.
Bends?
Yeah, the Bends. I had the Bends also in my honorable mentions. I think really it's front to back incredible. I mean, some of the biggest songs. I love All I Need. That song is one of my favorite songs of all time, and it's really tough to pick one album. But I think In Rainbows takes it for Radiohead for me, and that's why it's at my number 4.
Now, going back to my list from my first episode, I had Radiohead's OK Computer at my number 8. They
Fair
fell
enough.
off my list, but I thoroughly enjoy Radiohead. I think that I'm more of an OK Computer fan than In Rainbows.
Understandably,
And, like-
I could differ both ways. It really just depends
Yeah.
on like the day. Really.
Yeah.
If
I
I had
get
to
that.
choose between the two, I would take In Rainbows as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
like the more experimentalness, the more
I actually
weirdness
think OK
to
Computer
OK
is
Computer.
overrated.
That's fair. I can
I
see
just
that
think
point.
it's just maybe it's just a bit too odd.
I see it fits right in my oddness, man. I'm a weird guy, and OK Computer is my oddness. But like, In Rainbows is iconic. I think that this is, one of those albums. Like you're like, oh yeah, that's one of the most iconic albums of all time. I think Radiohead really fits that description because they are just that iconic. And this is right up there. I think this is an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 for me range. Like,
Okay. Fair enough.
It's consistently good. I will listen to it, and I won't have any quarrel about it. But if I'm picking a Radiohead album, I'm gonna go OK Computer. But that's just personal preference.
Would you give
Yep,
OK Computer a 10?
Yes.
Fair enough. Oh wait, you had it in your 8 last time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you probably
it's
have it at 10.
honorable mention. Like that one was
Some
one of
of
the first ones off too. So
Yeah, some of my honorable mentions are 10 out of 10s, so
Yep.
I can see why.
I only got like 30-some albums of all time that are 10 out of 10 for me. So it's tough to get on there. I think that there's some tough competition.
Yeah. All right, Dad?
I thought Timmy. Oh, we just did that one.
Yeah, that was in Rainbows.
One of my favorite male singers, Mark Cohn's, his self-titled album. I can't say enough about that album. For me, it's just I can sit and melt for how long what is this? 45 minutes and 38 seconds, and I'm from start to finish. I am entwined into that album and until it's done. That's the way that one is for me. It's one of those that it's calming, it's soothing, I can sing along with it. It's great. It's just a wonderful, wonderful album.
Timmy, you want to take it first? What?
I have a little funny story about this album.
Yeah, let's do about that one, Timmy.
So I started listening to it, and I was like, "Is this guy a Christian? Like Christian band?
Artist?"
And I went and talked to Dad about it because I was listening to it at work.
Yep.
And he's like, "No, he's not Christian." I was like, "Oh, he's talking about like God and a lot of this stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, well, yeah, that's fine." And then, like towards the middle of it, I looked up. I was like, "Is he Christian?" I was like, "Does he actually know?" He's Jewish.
So no, not a Christian.
No, he's not Christian. Nope.
I was like,
I guess he's not singing Christian music, so
It's not a Christian album.
nope.
I was kind of convinced it was a Christian album.
I mean, songs like "Walking in Memphis," "Silver Thunderbird," I mean, "Miles Away." They're all good. They're all great.
I did not enjoy it that much.
No, I know you don't.
This is an album that just doesn't fit my music listening type. Like it's just.
It doesn't fit mine either, but this one does. So,
I mean, "Walking in Memphis," sure, that's a banger, but I almost would call him a one-hit wonder, which is kind of crazy.
I mean what he is, but I like this album. For me, it's one of my favorites. So
That's fair. I mean, again, to each their own.
we got them. Yep.
I don't know. Mark Cohen is. I would say it's up the realm of Jack Johnson's, but like the style of like, oh yeah, it's always kind of fun. You know, it's always a little upbeat and you can't really be too sad about it. And maybe this is your Jack Johnson.
It might be, but that's what
Fair
I got.
enough. That's a valid point.
Yeah, like I think that all the songs are kind of fun. I think they're like there's a tone to them that's like, oh yeah, this is more a little more happy. I think a little more radio play sounding. And
Absolutely.
heck, if this is what you like, this is what you like. There's nothing wrong with it.
There you go. Yep. For me, that's that one.
Yeah. I have probably the most basic answer you could have here. But there's just something about this album that is just too good to ever be wrong with it. And before I had a different album from the Beatles. Last time I had Sgt. Pepper's and the Lonely Hearts Club. And I think that was just me trying to be a little, I'm different. I'm cutesy. I wanted to be something that's like, let me put this one out there. But really, it's only between two albums, I think, nowadays. I mean, Sgt. Pepper's is really great. Rubber Band is really good as well. But it's between the White Album and Abbey Road. And I think it goes to Abbey Road here. I think that this is maybe the most iconic album of all time. The album cover people recreate like so often. People are doing it in random places, doing different costumes to it. Like it's just like insane how much that people recreate the album cover itself, but then you just have massive hits. Here Comes the Sun, Come Together, Something, Oh Darling, like Octopus Garden is another big hit, Golden Slumbers. Like you have so many massive hits to come out of this album where you're like, yeah, this is quintessential Beatles, and this is, maybe the biggest band of all time, and this is their best album to me.
It's my number 6. I can't agree more. I'm right there with you.
I played it on vinyl down here.
Oh,
So-
that's fun.
That
I
is
missed
That was
that.
fun. You did.
I heard you playing Rumors. That was fun.
It was right after
That's good.
Rumors.
Oh, I missed it. Dang. I heard the chains play.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we get to listen to both
But yeah,
of
that's
those.
cool.
It's really between this one and the White Album because I think both of those are 10 out of 10s. And
Yeah.
like I
That's
said,
so
some
valid.
days it could change. Like I like the White Album a lot. I think there's some great hits, but I just think consistency of Abbey Road is just
There was,
what you want.
after listening to Abbey Road, it's been a while since I've listened to Abbey Road. Probably since I found the album, I probably played it once and then I put it away and I hadn't played it since.
Yep.
And I honestly think I will take it out more often and give it a whirl because it was a fun listen. I really enjoyed it. I forgot about that album. I always go to the White Album. That's kind of where I gravitate toward. But Sgt. Pepper, I don't shy away from either. So those 3 albums are very, very good.
Yeah, I think that's the trio that's really the best of the Beatles. I think Rubber Band or Rubber Soul, that's what it's called. Check that one out if you haven't listened to that one recently. I think that one hangs up. And I think Revolver also kind of hangs around there too.
Yeah, Revolver's not too bad. No, Revolver's another one.
But like you have 5 albums from the Beatles that are just like, oh, amazing, 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 amazing. I mean, you could even put Help in there. Like you could. There's so
Right.
many albums from the Beatles that are just like, wow, these guys are insanely great. And so,
Yeah, there's very few artists that are like that.
There's
I
very
feel like.
few, and I mean, we'll talk about a couple of our favorite
talk
albums
about it
coming up.
later.
But this is one of the few artists where you're like, yeah, okay, this band deserves to be listened to more. We talked about still, what, 60 years removed now? 60 years removed from Abbey Road, pretty much.
Wow.
That's how old
That's
this album
crazy.
is. And
Yeah.
it's still fantastic. It still catches both Timmy and myself being,
Right.
Timmy in his early
Surprisingly
20s,
so.
me in my late 20s. It's still around.
And you guys are putting Beatles albums and I don't have any.
Well, okay, so I went back and listened to the other podcast again. And you said in that part, you were like, I wasn't really big a fan of the Beatles, but I'm slowly coming around. And I think that's
Right.
still coming. I think you're still getting around to it. But,
Right.
God, it's the Beatles, man. You can't go wrong with the Beatles.
It's such a good sound.
Oh,
It's that
it's so-
classic 60s sound. Like it's an exact spot.
It scratches that itch that you need.
Maybe Timmy has an old soul inside of him somewhere.
I don't know. I think he changes it up with his number 3 here.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't feel like I'm not crazy.
Oh,
off it,
I
though.
thought I was wrong. I thought it was your number 2.
No, that's my number 2.
I had a flip.
Number
Okay,
3.
Number 3.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say my number 3 is not far off. I feel like
No, it is
which
not.
was already talked about. This is Rumors from Fleetwood Mac, and when I said I heard them listening to Rumors, I heard the chain playing, and I think that might be in my top 3 songs of all time.
Dude,
I think
it's
that
so
song-
good.
Oh my god, it is incredible. This album is just.
I'm
It's
surprised
like
I
the
didn't even
Beatles.
have it in my top 10, honestly.
I'm surprised too.
But I didn't.
Like Abbey Road, I feel like this is front to back, hit after hit after hit. Like you will know every single one of these songs, and it is so good.
Yeah, I mean, Go Your Own Way is amazing. You Make Love
Yeah.
and Fun is awesome. The Chain is so good. Dreams is iconic. Never
Dreams
Going
is
Back
so
Again
good.
is so good. Like you have so many hits on this album. You have 2 songs on here that have almost 2 billion plays each. One of them almost 3 billion plays.
And this came out in 77. This isn't a
77?
Spotify era album.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
And it still makes
Still getting
Fleetwood
plays
Mac
today.
The number 56 artist in the world. By the way,
That's insane.
Fleetwood Mac has not released a new album since a live album, but like their actual last album release was Say You Will in 2003, I think,
Wow.
Maybe.
because they have a live in Boston, Rumors live, Mirage Tour live from the record plant, Fleetwood Mac live. So Say You Will in 2003. They haven't released an album in 23 years, and they're still number 56 all time. That's how much this album means.
Yeah. It's so good.
Banger.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't have it in your top 10 either.
Do you have it as a 10 out of 10 album? Dan?
Me?
No, I do not.
You don't think this is a 10 out of 10?
I think it could be. Again, it was just not on my radar when I was.
Well, like if you could
10.
rate it
trying
right
to-
now.
For me to try to come up with 10, there's too many 10s.
I know.
was
I'm
hard.
saying, do you have this album rated as a 10 out of 10?
I would put it as a 9 or a 10.
Fair
enough.
Fair enough.
I don't think it'd be a complete 10, but I think it'd be a 9 out of 10 for me.
High
Because I
9,
know
low
it's a
10.
10 from Matt if it's in his top 10.
It is a 10 for me. I think that his album is complete front to back. I could listen to this over and over and I'd never get sick of it.
I've listened to it so many times.
Yeah.
Well, that's because mom.
Mom and my dad liked it too, so.
That'll help.
That makes sense. All right. You're number 3.
Number 3, Queensryche, Empire.
Now, this was kind of a shock to me.
No,
I mean, we've talked about this album before.
we
We
have
talked about Songs for the Deaf. That's Queens of the Stone Age.
the Stone Age. Yep.
Yeah, also banger album. But Queensryche, I
like this is one of my favorite albums.
Fair enough.
I don't know what it does. It when I heard Silent Lucidity for the first time, again, number one, I thought it was another Floyd song. I said, did Floyd come out of retirement? No, this was Queensryche. And that's when I got into Operation Mindcrime. And then this was their follow-up album, which I think is far superior, which everybody goes back to the other one. I enjoy this one much more. It's more radio play. I get it, but they killed it on the stuff. It was in the prime of MTV. This was gold. So this was a great album that came out, 1990. So just a weird time just before grunge was going to hit. Queensryche was based out of Seattle at the time. They just didn't know what was coming.
Yeah, they kind of were just a little late, I think, in general. Because this coming out in 1990.
It was just before Nirvana in 91.
Yeah, I was going to say Nirvana's Nevermind was in 91. But, you have other bands that were
Alice in
grunge
Chains
round.
were, yeah.
They were already starting to release.
Facelift out. Yeah, you had other stuff that was
So
going on.
they were just in a weird spot where they were competing with so many new sounds that were trying to make it out because hair metal was...
For sure.
Hair metal was on the death's door. Like, this was,
Yep.
fighting for life.
This is a great album.
Yeah,
For me, it's a wonderful album. So
I'm shocked because, I mean, there's songs on here that I think I enjoy, but I just don't know if this is kind of like Pet Sounds for me. I don't know if this is my album. I get it. I get why people would like it. I get the sound, why it conveys that fandom for
I
you.
just think it flows really well. I don't think it just goes in and out, and it's just got a really good. Once you're enthralled and you got it in front of you and you're listening to it, man, it's just. I guess you got to have it when it's loud. You got to play it loud.
Fair enough. I mean,
I kind of agree
this,
with Matt.
I have this at a 7. I think there are some good songs here. I just I don't know if it's just not my style, but it's close. I think it's fun. I get why you like it though.
For sure.
I think it's kind of similar to how I was seeing the Metallica album. Like I can see how it's a great album for this genre. Not me.
Yep, I get that.
I can see why you enjoy this album, and it sounds like you. It's just not for me.
Nope, that's one of my favorites.
Fair enough.
Well, going forward, Timmy and I are now a tandem duo because we have the same number 2 and the same number 1.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes, we do.
Oh my
I
god,
didn't
we
really
do have
realize
two
that.
in one.
We're the
Okay,
same
well, that's
2 and the
easy
same
enough.
1. So I guess we'll start with our number 2 here, which is Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly." This is complete. This is a full-on album that I think is awesome. I mean, shout out Good Kid, Mad City. Shout out Damn.
If we had repeat artists, I had it in my top 10.
I think they're both great albums, but if I'm choosing a Kendrick Lamar album, I will come back to Pimp a Butterfly every single time, over and over, because I think there is
You want to
just...
hear something saddening?
What?
Heard them listening to it, and I walked out to them, and Mom looks at me and she goes, "This is the worst album I have ever heard."
So I had this on my previous list at number 1. I had this previously at number 1, and I'm pretty sure Dad gave it a 0.
I didn't like it. I still don't like it.
Because you talk about how you hate the blatant use of the N-word in this album, which fair, I get it.
Which is over and over and over, especially at the beginning.
There is a lot of use of it, but I think
A lot.
story-wise, this album is fantastic. It tells a story throughout, but yet it also makes bangers. I think like so many songs on here are just individual songs that you could go play that are awesome.
I mean, I feel like one of the most recognizable songs of all time.
How did Mom? What was Mom referencing? She said, "This sounds like it was coming off of like a cartoon or something." Or what did Mom? I can't remember what she said.
I don't remember
about
what
this
she
album.
was saying about it. Shoot! Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Anyway, it was kind of funny. I don't remember what she said.
She said that some of them sounded like funny, like they were trying to do parodies almost.
Oh, parodies. Yeah, a parody album. It was a parody album. That's what she said.
She said it was sounding like a parody album.
I don't really see that, but okay.
I don't either, but that's what she came in on when we were listening to it. Well, she was listening to it with me. I forced her.
That's brutal. I don't know why you did that, but okay.
Well, I had to listen to it.
Yeah, and you think Mom was going to like it?
Well, no, but I wasn't going to like it. So if I didn't like it, she's not going to like it.
I think you've come around on rap music in a little bit since the beginning because we've, forced you to listen to a lot of rap music now. Are you still at that 0, or are you bumping it up a little bit here?
I wasn't a big fan of it. I'd keep it pretty low. I don't know if I would give it a 0. I could understand the musictivity of it and the creativeness behind it. I kind of followed it along a little bit, but I mean, it'd probably be a 2 or 3. I don't think I can get much higher. Just like I would never. I'm never going to seek it out. I'm never going to listen to it, and I would definitely turn it off most likely if it ever came on. So
I get
fully
it.
Understandable.
Yeah, it's just again, you guys have yours and I have mine, and this is just one of those.
Yep,
it's hard.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick run through of all of the bangers. Like it is. I think I and All Right and How Much a Dollar Cost are some of the greatest rap songs of all time.
I think King Kunta is left off there. Why did you not say that?
King Kunta also, These Walls also, Wesley's Theory also.
Mm-hmm.
It is such insane songs. Even the
Blacker the
interlude
Berry.
of For Free, I feel like that song fire for no reason, and it's an interlude.
This is an awesome album to me. Again, another 10 out of 10.
A reason why it's my 2.
Yep.
And I mean, technically, my number 2 shouldn't even be on the list because it is an EP.
Oh, don't care. I'll give it to you.
It is the best-selling EP of all time. I can go with
That's
that.
actually kind of cool.
And it is Jar of Flies from Alice in Chains. This was really, really hard to decide between this one or Dirt
Really?
Or Dog.
even
the
or
dog.
the Three-Legged Dog. And and that one gets a bad rap because most of it is written by Lane himself, not Jerry. Jerry wrote most of the other ones, but Lane had a bunch of songs, and Jerry gave him the reins to say write the album. He wrote probably 75% of that album, so that's mostly Lane Staley on that album. So
that one's more weird.
it is a little
Which
bit
is
out there,
crazy to say that coming from Alice in Chains because they are weird.
But it's a good weird. But it was a different side of weird. Let's put it that way. And
That
was
it
just,
is.
Just kind of him opening up a little bit more and being able to open up because now it's his story he gets to tell and not Jerry's. So it's kind of like I get it. So but I had to put Jar of Flies. There's just too many good albums on there or too many songs on there that you can't.
I mean,
say
maybe one of the most iconic grunge songs of all time, top 5 at least, is Nutshell.
Yeah, Nutshell.
Like, that you hear the song and you're like, oh, this is just the most iconic grunge, one of the most iconic grunge songs. But like, we talked about this album before on this podcast. I'm a fan of it.
I've listened to this album because of this podcast already once.
I'm a fan of it. I enjoyed Alice in Chains quite a lot. They were also an honorable mention for me. The only issue is I don't think this is a perfect 10 out of 10. I think it's right up there, but I'm sitting at 8, 9 range. Like it's there, it's close, it's flirting. But this album is fun. I think that this is fantastic. This is peak Alice in Chains. And if I were to pick an album, I think I'd pick Jar of Flies too. I will say shout out Dirt. I think there's just a little bit too much inconsistency on that one, and the three-legged dog is just kind of obscure. I think those are the only issues, but Gyro Flies is the best of the trio, and I understand why you picked it.
Yep.
I can fully see why you picked it as well. I mean, again, not really my cup of tea. Yeah, but this sound is like this is the peak of grunge.
It is.
Like,
and this was 94, so
it's like right in that perfect sound, right in that perfect, and it's not too much. Only being 30 minutes, it makes it really easy to listen to as well. That's another thing.
Short and sweet, and it was good.
It's everything you need from Alice in Chains, pretty much.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
all right,
and we all have the same artist, but Timmy and I have a different one. It was close between the three. I mean,
I can flip flop it. I mean, flip a coin. That's pretty much what I did.
I had it at my number 3 prior to finding out we can't do same artists.
There you go.
Which was my number 1, not your 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Would have been your 3. Yeah.
It would have been my 3, is what I'm saying.
Right.
So we're all talking about the artist Pink Floyd here. If you guys don't listen to this album or this podcast enough, we are the biggest Pink Floyd fans. I think just absolute glazers here. That's totally fine and totally understandable. I have a tattoo of Pink Floyd on my shoulder. Like that's how it is. It's just that's what we were growing up on. That's what you grew up on, and it's just
absolutely.
And the album that didn't get put on anybody's list, The Wall. Shout out The Wall. That's a great album too.
Easy still could have been in my top 10.
It could have been in my top 10 too.
I could have had 3 Floyd albums in my top 10 for sure.
And that's why it's hard, because we had to limit it to one, so it's not oversaturation from one artist.
Right.
And like, I get it, but Timmy and I went to the "Wish You Were Here" soundtrack, or the "Wish You Were Here" album. I was thinking the Wall soundtrack or the Wall movie. Because the Wall had a movie that came out with it, and that's weird, but in a fun way.
And I went with Dark Side, and it's only more nostalgia than anything else, just because that's my first album I ever remember hearing or listening to.
And like,
however old I was, 2 or 3 years old. I think I was 3 years old when this came out. 2 years old was 73. So I was 2.
What's crazy is both these albums, massive play. Like, "Wish You Were Here's" lowest song is 83 million plays, and Dark Side's 117. So like 117 million plays. Massive albums. One came out in 73, one came out in 75. These are huge albums still to this day that keep Pink Floyd relevant and alive, keeping them 267th in the world still.
That's not bad.
No, and Pink Floyd is awesome. Like I love to just sit down and listen to "Wish You Were Here," and I think that's why I picked it over Dark Side, because if I'm like ever like, okay, so here's a weird story, but when I was in Fargo, sometimes you get a little homesick. You're like, oh man, I just miss being home with all my friends, all my family, and it's just tough. So I would play "Wish You Were Here" to make me feel comfortable, to make me feel like I'm at home. And that's just what this album is to me. It's just that feeling of just being home. It's a comforting hug, which is crazy.
Yeah, I get it.
Which is crazy when there's parts like it's like talking about how they want Syd Barrett back, and it's just like how it's tough to see what he's gone through. And
I saw a post on Facebook or something of that nature, and somebody had posted the day that they saw Syd Barrett come in when they were recording that album, and it was in 75 or whatever it was, and it was the Abbey Road Studios, and they didn't even recognize him because he was bald-headed, no eyebrows. I mean, he just looked like just fallen off a truck somewhere, and he dark circles under his eyes, and I'm pretty sure he died shortly thereafter. But it was more or less him coming back to say, sorry, goodbye, miss you, and that was it. And then he disappeared again, and nobody saw him until they found him dead.
Yep.
So sad story.
That's what this album is about. And like literally, the "Wish You Were Here" is about Syd Barrett wishing that they could have, stayed healthy enough to stay on the band and be a part with it. But like,
right.
I think it's just, it's just a comfort album for me. And that's
what Dark Side is for me.
This is something I'll put on any day, anytime, and listen to it and be happy. Like, it's just, It just scratches that itch in my brain where it's just like, yes, this is my album.
For sure.
It's front to back perfect. Both of them are.
Both of them
easily.
Which is crazy.
You want to talk some honorable mentions here because we're at the hour mark already. So
yeah, that's fair. We could say Pink Floyd's been just the best, and you can't glaze them any more than we already have.
No.
I can run through just mine quickly.
Heck yeah.
So technically, I put Dark Side as an honorable mention if I couldn't have it in my top 10.
Yep.
It is obviously a 10 out of 10. It's normally my number 3. I have Nevermind by Nirvana. I have OK Computer. I have Graduation. I have Good Kid, Mad City, which would be my number 6, but I can't have repeat artists. I have the front half of the album, The End it's The End from, oh my God, Black Eyed Peas.
Oh God, what?
Look at the first half of that album.
All right, I'm looking it up
The
right
first
now.
5 songs all have over 1 billion plays.
Oh my God.
It is every single Black Eyed Peas song you could think of right there.
Boom, boom, pow, rock that body, meet me halfway. I'm a bee. I got a feeling. Holy.
Crazy front half.
But
then the fall off.
So that's the first 5 songs. All of them have over 300 million plays. The next biggest song in the album has 41, and then 32, and then 10, and then 18, and then 14.
Such a bad fall off. I just thought the front half is insane.
First 5 songs, though, shout out. Holy childhood.
Yeah. I have Parachutes. I have The Bends. Led Zeppelin 4.
I had Zeppelin 4, yep.
What's Going On? I feel like I had to throw it in. Thriller.
I'm not a Michael Jackson fan.
It's just too big. It's too big not to.
That's fair.
Sgt. Pepper's and Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Yep.
Easy. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Purple Rain. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
See,
The Chronic.
Nas.
Back in Black.
Or not
and Hotel California.
Hotel California. Okay.
Yeah.
I can respect that. I can respect the Back in Black. Chronic by Dre is banger, but I feel like that's just like a couple songs and then it kind of falls off. So
Fair
I
enough.
get that. I
don't like Miseducation?
I don't. Maybe that's just not me, but like people love that album, and I'm like, yeah, it's good.
I'm the same with Matt. I mean, she's got a beautiful voice.
Yes, she does. But if we're doing that, like Aretha Franklin's album,
I mean,
you could. I could see the argument.
Yeah.
I mean,
you could.
I have seen the argument.
I mean, shout out to like John Coltrane. Shout out to like artists and jazz artists. Yeah, it's hard to like say that's an album that's a 10 out of 10 just because it's weird.
I want to say a quick fun fact. I was at work looking through Rolling Stone's top 500 albums of all time.
So many.
Do you want to know how terribly off they were?
How off?
2 Taylor Swift albums, 3 Beyonce albums, and a Rihanna album, all above Wish You Were Here.
That's crazy.
That was ranked at 220th of all time.
Rolling Stone just tries to. I think they're clickbaiting. Like that's just dumb.
220th. Sorry, you can keep going now.
shout out some albums here. I had Zeppelin 4, Sufjan Stevens, Carrie and Lowell. We talked about on the podcast before. I love that album. I think it's just artistically beautiful. Frank Ocean.
Wasn't that in your old top 10?
No, in my old top 10, I had Vampire Weekend self-titled. Shout out. I had Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's not in my top 10 anymore, but it's still great album. I think it's a 9 or an 8.
Separating the art from the artist.
That is true. I had Porter Robinson and his album Discovery. Or not Discovery. What was it? Porter Robinson. Worlds, thank you. And I had Mac Miller's Blue Side Park. So shout out Mac Miller. I think there's a bunch of albums that I think personally are 10 out of 10, but like that's maybe a little bit nostalgia for me. Frank Ocean's Blonde. I think that's a great album. Nas's Illmatic I had Radiohead's OK Computer. I had Porter Robinson Worlds as a shout out. Arctic Monkeys AM I think is a really fun rock album.
Valid.
Same thing with The Strokes. Is This It? I think that's a fun album that I will listen to still from most of the times and just be happy. Nirvana's Nevermind. And then Personal Love, Incredible True Story Logic. I like that album. I think that one's fun. I think that's 9, 10, borderline era. Joji's Ballad 1. I love Joji. That's just a personal love for me. The Human Condition by John Bellion, I think, is pretty dang close to a 10 out of 10 if you could have one. Odessa's A Moment Apart. I love that album. I think that there's just the spaciness to it is awesome. But I think my shocker that I did rate a 10 out of 10 when it came out first. I still will stand on it that I think this album is a 10 out of 10. Olivia Rodrigo's Sour. I love that album to death. I think that one was probably the closest to getting on the list at like 11 or 12.
God.
I love that album.
I forgot how much you love that album.
I think that there's no skips on it. And when that album came out, I think I rated it a 10 right away because I said that this is perfect. I've listened, I think in the first week when it came out, I listened to it 6 times.
That's insane.
Dude, cover to cover, banger. Maybe the best breakup album of all time.
Fair enough.
There's Taylor Swift put out some good ones, but Olivia Rodrigo Sour. Taylor Swift is some good. I didn't say great. I said good.
All right, I'm just gonna run through my list and I'm just gonna read them off and then take a breath after that. So,
Okay.
Great White, Twice Sigh, Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, The Wall, Momentary Lapse of Reason. Could have had all of them. Rush's Counterparts. Nope. Rush's Counterparts. Stone Temple Pilots Core. Steve Winwood, Back in the High Life. Alice in Chains, Dirt. Pearl Jam 10, Rat, Out of the Cellar, or Invasion of Your Privacy. Zeppelin, House of the Holy, 4 and 2. Metallica's And Justice Black Album, Master. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors, Tango in the Night. Nirvana, Nevermind. Dream Academy. Cutting Group Broadcast. Beastie Boys, License to Ill. Van Halen 1, 1984. AC/DC, For Those About to Rock, Back in Black. Def Leppard, Pyromania, Hysteria. Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime. Tesla, Mechanical Resonance, Great Radio Controversy, or even Psychotic Supper. Depeche Mode, Some Great Reward, and Violator. Foo Fighters, self-titled, and the one I gave, which echoes Blindness, Patience, and Grace, and then Kicks, Blow My Fuse.
Fair enough.
Wow.
Got them all in.
Holy.
That was a lot of iconic albums you just rattled off.
Yeah,
like that's
right.
the list that you had
Now
there.
you know
is
my
just-
dilemma. That's what my brain was doing. I'm like, holy crap.
yeah,
How am I
think
going to get to 10?
we I think each took about a week of just internal discussions with ourselves to figure out our 10,
Yep.
and then came together. Like it was
It
just
took
like
me. It took me probably 2 hours.
I thought this over for
Like
so
2 hours
long.
of sitting down straight, like actually trying to put it together.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought about it all week, and then I was like, all right, I gotta actually do this.
Yeah,
and it took me 2 hours just locked in.
I had a list of like
And
yeah,
I could
those,
have
like
came up with
30
more.
albums.
That's the sad part.
100%.
Is like, I could have had more. I didn't get
And
into any
there's
Duran
probably-
Duran. I didn't get into any of that stuff.
You didn't put like the Fix.
I could have put the Fix, Reach the Beats. The problem with that one is it's the first side is awesome.
Falls
and the
off.
second side is like,
Yeah.
and the same thing with Alan Parsons Project,
I was gonna
iRobot.
say
I think-
iRobot. Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
think-
shout out
I
Alan
think the
Parsons.
first side, the first side of that is beautiful. It's gorgeous, and the second side gets a little off on it, but it's still good. It's just not a 10.
Shout out to some
it's up
soul
there.
artists like I don't know, Aretha Franklin. I think could have been a shout out, but that's just
you
not
could have-
my.
You could have done more.
That's
Yeah,
just
I
not
mean,
mine. That's like
this is just
who's,
our
who's the
personal
blind guy?
feelings at
Who's the
that
blind
time.
guy?
Stevie
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder has got some great albums.
Oh wait,
I
I did
just
have What's
called
Going On. Marvin
to
Gaye.
say-
Marvin Gaye. I heard it through the grapevine too.
Yeah.
Like Marvin Gaye. That's just it's. I think that's just a
Right, you could
realm
have
where I'm
done
not
anything.
in.
You could have had a ton of it.
Yeah, there's just it's so hard to pick 10.
Right.
And then it's
Oh, yeah.
also like, oh, these are also great albums, but personally, I love
And
these
then
albums
trying to
as
get
well.
the top 5, to get those 10 down to 5 is even
Oh,
hard.
yeah, I was reordering everything trying to figure it out, and I'm like, I can't
Getting
do
it
this.
in order, I think, was the hardest part. I think I could be like, yeah, I have this top 4, but I don't know what for.
Yeah,
like
right?
what's that for in that
Where-
order?
Yeah,
Ah,
that was
man.
hard too.
I was sitting there. I really wanted to squeeze Olivia Rodrigo Sour, and they're so bad, but I'm like, I can't. I think that's my number 11 album of all time,
That's crazy.
which is crazy, but also like it's so good.
Yep.
Go back and re-listen
fair
to it,
enough.
Timmy. If you got a time, go back and re-listen to it.
Oh,
luck,
I
Timmy.
don't know if I want.
Good luck, Timmy.
Maybe next time we do an album
I have-
swap, I'm gonna figure out a way
I
to
have
just get that album out there for you guys.
I have so many new albums I have to listen to.
Oh, I know. So just a heads up for next week. It's all just going to be new albums because we were a month out
Yeah.
from.
We'll get as many as we can. We'll
Yeah,
probably
we'll
have to do a couple, 2 or 3.
I've
episodes
done
to get
one.
done. Yeah, I did one, and I don't even remember it because it was so long ago.
I've done like
The one I did, I
5.
loved though.
You
Oh,
did
I'm gonna be
5?
doing
Well, there
probably
you go.
like
I've done
10 to
5
15.
so far, dude.
Well.
I did the new Action Bronson album.
That's the one I did.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I love Planet Frog.
Oh, I love
Sneak
Action
peek.
Bronson. I
Oh
love
my
Action
God.
Bronson.
There you go. You're
The way
kinda
he
giving
raps
it-
is
you're
great.
giving a little prequel of what's coming, huh?
Yeah. So a little
Been listening
teaser
to
for you guys.
Dimitri a lot recently.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
Cool.
like John Sebastian Baklava.
I'm fired.
That's just so weird.
Johann Sebastian
I
Baklava, the doctor.
Baklava, but I don't like Johan.
Johann Sebastian
I was-
Baklava, the doctor. Also, shout out Action Bronson. He does all of his artwork on his album covers. That's him. That's cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's weird.
He's just
They're
loving it.
bad. They're interesting art. Like,
Terrible.
dude, Dad, if you got time,
Balls to put the stuff out there, so whatever.
when you're done with this,
He's probably painted with his balls. You never know.
my favorite is when they're watching when he's got 2 hoes next to him watching the Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou fight bar. Banger.
I saw a TikTok recently. It was a first person view of the microphone while he's rapping in a deli in like 2015. And the Alchemist is like making beats on the spot of
Dude.
his song. And it's just cutting back and forth to see him literally just huffing and puffing as he's rapping.
Okay, so I had to look it up because I love this bar, and it's off.
It's
of,
the deli in New York, isn't it?
It's off of "Nourish a Thug" by Action Bronson. That song. The bar was I'm in the bed with two dykes, watching Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou fight, rhyming dykes with fight. Hilarious. Or the other one that is literally the next verse, bitch, I live in it. I pull up to your crib with Exhibit and do what? And have him put a fucking fish tank in the Civic because he's the dude that does Pimp My Ride. The Exhibit, Pimp My Ride, put a fish tank in the Civic. Dude, it's so clean.
I would just like to
stupid
say,
good.
I was talking to my coworkers, me and Dad's coworkers, about West Side Gun lyrics earlier this week, and I thought they were so funny. I just went through a few. Like, have you ever cooked half a brick in an air fryer?
Air fryer.
Have you ever ate a burger on Wednesday? Have you ever ate chicken on a Thursday?
Dude, it's just so dumb sometimes. Okay, also, the bar after Exhibit pulling up with put a fish tank in the Civic, he goes, and I'll slam dunk on 2 midgets. Why? Because it's physics.
Oh my god.
Action Bronson low-key might be the best white rapper of all time.
He's got a bar saying bitches doing dragon hentai. Like,
He's literally just rapping about whatever.
it's so good. Like, I think the fun part about it is just how catchy it is, and like you go back and you're like, yeah, that's actually a stupid bar.
He has like the most flowy jazz beats going on in the background.
They're the
And as these
craziest.
continue this thing next week, so we can wrap this up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
we can
is
wrap
the
it up.
next ep- yeah, come on,
Sorry.
boys.
We'll give you guys some.
You're getting too much into next week already.
We just when you're done with this
Got
podcast, there, Hefferson, go over to Timmy's room and see all of the album covers that Action Bronson has done because they're kind of funny.
Oh, okay, we'll do.
All right, well, I just burped, and that's all we got on this episode of Pause Music. Don't forget to follow us here on Spotify,
Awards.
on
Holy
YouTube, and TikTok. Hey, we're posting videos on TikTok now. Hey, woo!
Hooray.
Hooray! So if you see us there, give us a follow. If you see us on YouTube, follow us there. You know, we're very happy to have whatever views we got. And it's just nice to have.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's all I
All
got. I don't know. Anybody else, guys, got anything?
No,
Nah.
never do.
All right, well, I'm Matt.
Jeff,
Timmy,
Out of here.
bye.
goodbye.
See ya.